Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel for a very special MOC showcase. Today, I am going to be showcasing my own custom LEGO Star Wars Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor MOC. This ship only appeared in one Clone Wars episode, which is quite disappointing, and was the only time we saw Ahsoka using a Jedi Interceptor. This MOC is minifigure scale, and I actually based this one off Brickvault's Jedi Interceptor MOC for Anakin and Obi-Wan. But that is not to say that I completely copied their design, because I had to make some interesting design techniques and choices to make it look accurate to Ahsoka's design. Now, there are two missing details that I just couldn't do for this MOC. And that is the details for the foils and the cockpit. What I mean by that is the foils should have this moon-like design, kind of like stickered onto them, and the cockpit is meant to be a dark red scheme just like this one here, not a light bluish gray scheme. Other than those two things, all the details are here, from the accurate shape of the ship to the interior of the cockpit. The wings are built using the snot technique, which is a short term for studs not on top for those of you who are not familiar. Using this technique can give you more freedom and creative ways to add details like the patterns of the star shapes like this, and these kinds of angled slopes going down to the foils. Another good thing about this technique is that the details can carry on to the underside of the wings. The color scheme is very accurate to the one Ahsoka used in the Clone Wars, as it should be, and I'm also very proud of the details for the main and the side cannons, the landing gears, and the engine. Now let's take a look at the smaller details. When we lift a foil up, we can see some nice details of the more mechanical side of the ship, which is nice, and I was able to include the triangular opening, which is accurate to the in-universe design. The foils are attached nice and strong and has no issue with folding them open and close. The side cannons is nicely represented, repurposing a binoculars piece, and just above it, we can see a spot for the astromech's head. Once the head is removed, we can see the star-shaped design still underneath, and it is identical to the other side, except for the stud showing on the left wing for the astromech's head. The astromech's head will not come off unless you forcibly pull on it. Removing the canopy piece reveals the interior of the ship, which is nicely detailed and can fit one minifigure. Now, speaking of the interior of the ship, I have pretty much copied the interior design from Brickvault, which looks too clean and well finished off. I couldn't think of a better design. The cockpit can fit minifigures just fine, like Anakin here. But with Ahsoka, unfortunately, you need to remove this headrest because of Ahsoka's Leku. Once you remove it and fit Ahsoka in it, the cockpit can close just fine and she fits perfectly. Finally, let's take a look at the two weak parts of the ship, the foils and the landing gears. The ship is mostly very sturdy and swooshable, but this part of the wing is only connected with one stud, and the same goes for the other wing, though reassembling it is quite straightforward, as you can see. The other weak parts is these tiles surrounding the canopy piece. Once again, reassembling it is quite easy. Looking at the landing gears, all three landing gears are identical. They are very sturdy and easily posable. With the back landing gear, it fits perfectly underneath the cockpit. With the front landing gears, they fold backwards, fitting underneath the star-shaped details just like so. The ship looks very slick with the landing gears up, but it cannot stand on its own without the landing gears. I have not built a stand for this, but I know Brick Vault has their own stand for their own model, which in theory should work with this model as well. Looking at the foils open and in attack mode, the ship looks like it is straight out of the Revenge of the Sith movie. Lowering the landing gears are easy as folding them up, but you do have to do a bit of posing since the height of the position where the landing gears are built are different. Overall, I think this is a very solid LEGO Star Wars MOC accurately representing its source material. Let me know in the comments section down below which LEGO MOC you want to see built on the channel in the future, and let me know your thoughts on this model as well. Subscribe to the channel and like this video for more content just like this. And here is a sneak peek of my next LEGO MOC in the works.